I'll be up in 3 minutes.
That's forever! I'm gonna make obtrusive noises! Dad, this can't possibly be good for my vocal cords!
You got 30 seconds, son. Be a big boy. Keep
Do you
going.
want me to have vocal damage like Julie Andrews? I'll never sing on Broadway again!
All right, son. What's it gonna be? We've got, we could read The Cat in the Hat, or we could read, oh, we've got The Cat in the Hat Comes Back, or The Cat in the Hat Still Won't Leave. I don't know, son, what should we... Oh, Timmy, what's this? My first book of Martyrs. I grew up on the saints. I was raised on the lives of the great ones, you know, St. Patrick, St. Francis of Assisi.
Saint Jesus.
What?
Saint Jesus, Joe.
Andy, Jesus isn't a saint.
He's kind of like the king of saints, Joe.
And, you know, the saints were those holy people that followed the Lord.
Oh yeah, big time holy. Jesus was big time holy.
Right. We'll talk about that later. So anyway, I was raised on the saints, and that's our Catholic heritage, and I think it's a beautiful heritage.
But the longer I learn about this heritage and the more saints I learn about, the more I find that our Catholic heritage can be a little, interesting.
My first book of Martyrs.
By Eugene Robert Siemens.
Okay, Dad, so, Grandma, you remember Grandma, right?
She's my mother, son.
Mom told Grandma that we were reading that book that she gave us, you know.
Yeah, it was the Bible.
Anyway, Grandma got really excited that we were excited about St. Nicholas because now she thinks that we probably won't end up as prostitutes.
Protestants?
So Grandma gave us a whole new book with lots more saints.
Oh, well, Timmy, this looks like a great book. Have you seen this? This could be our new bedtime book. What do you think?
Awesome!
Oh, that's... There's so many places to start. We could go through it alphabetically, or we could start with the date and just read the saint for the day, or... you know what? We'll start at the beginning. Okay. So, we'll just start at the beginning, and each night work our way through. All right, well, first you gotta get in bed. All right. Okay, you ready? All right, the first saint is Saint Dennis.
Dad, Dennis is the name of an old person.
Son, he sounds cool. Just listen. Dennis and companions. Dennis was sent with his companions as a Christian missionary to France in the 3rd century. He became the first bishop of Paris. But the pagan priests were infuriated at their preaching because they were bringing many people to the Catholic Church. So they had Dennis and his companions captured and beheaded. Then a miracle happened. Dennis reached down, picked up his severed head, and walked 3 miles, preaching all the way. And so finally he was pushed off a cliff. Timmy, that's amazing! I mean, son, can you imagine if somebody just came along and chopped off my head and I picked it up and I just kept on talking? Hey, Timmy, wow, this is really cool. Remember, you gotta do all your homework and get to bed on time and be a good boy, okay? All right, so, hey, Timmy, catch! That's incredible.
Dad?
Yes?
I'm freaking out! If we don't read a happier story, I'm never going to sleep again!
Timmy, calm down. Remember what the therapist said. Just deep breaths. Deep. Calm down. We'll be okay. We'll find one that's not so scary, okay? All right. Okay. All right. The next saint, we'll just read the next one. The next saint is David of Wales.
David of Wales. Wait, Wales can be saints? Saints can be whales?
No. Wales is in the United Kingdom.
Dad, let's use proper grammar. Whales are in the United Kingdom.
All right. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a boy named Dewey, the son of Ceredigion of Non, granddaughter of Brecon of Breckennock. He was born at Heffeneuwiu and attended school at Langflock and eventually became a priest and went on a journey and founded a monastery at Ceredigia.
Okay, Dad, I might only be 8, but I still know when someone's just making up names to mess with me.
We'll skip a little bit. David traveled for 10 years and eventually founded many monasteries and churches. In one town he came to, the water was so bad that he was surprised people could live. So he blessed the water, and it became icy cool and pure at the sound of his voice. And then he blessed the water where people took their baths, and it became warm and bubbly. And that's how the town Bath, England got its name. And then David told all the people that little boys should take baths because they were great. And they should never disobey their parents and lock themselves in the van with the keys because that would just be a terrible thing to do.
There was one time my mom was trying to get me to wash my hair.
Hair needs to be washed, all right? Sometimes.
Wait a second. I don't think that's really in the
Sure,
book.
it's in the book.
I don't think it is. Good. Let me see the book.
No, let go of the book.
Fine. But I just think you should know, Dad, that lying is against the 10 Commandments.
It is, son. That's right, it's against the 4th commandment, isn't it?
No, Dad. 4th commandment is honor your father and me.
Right. Well, how about one more story?
Okay.
Hey, you know what we could do? We could look up St. Timothy.
There's a Saint Timothy.
Of course there's a St. Timothy, son. He's your patron saint.
He's gonna paint on me?
No. A patron saint is like a policeman. He's like a bodyguard in heaven. All right, so should we look him up?
Yeah!
Okay, last one. Here we go. All right. Page 46. All right. St. Timothy. Timothy was a disciple of the Apostle Paul. He was Paul's best partner in all of his missions. Paul wrote about St. Timothy, "I have no one comparable to him. You know his worth, how he and I have labored like a son and his father in spreading the gospel." Timothy was an incredible value to Paul and eventually followed in Paul's footsteps. He was martyred in... Timmy, why don't we call it a night? This part may be a little too scary for you.
No, I want to hear it.
Are you sure? Okay. Timothy was martyred, like Paul, after he tried to stop a procession of pagans who were carrying and worshiping idols. The pagans dragged him out of the city, threw him down the cliff, and stoned him to death. The name Timothy means honored by God. I think we call it a night, son.
Dad?
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to be a saint too.
Night, son.
Saint Timothy.